welcome back to a brand new video. I actually wasn't going to start this vlog here today. I've actually just walked in the door, but I figured I would start because I just picked up our pottery that we did last weekend on our anniversary. So my last vlog, hi Jack. He always comes up here when I say her. In my last vlog, I mentioned that we were going to like a pottery painting place before we went to sushi, and the stuff was ready. So I swung by, it was like, I think the whole trip was maybe like an hour and 20 minutes because it was so much traffic. But I went and picked up the pieces. So I thought I'd share, not that we are like artists or anything fancy like that, but the first piece that I did was like an egg carton, like an egg tray where you put the eggs in. Because actually the one that we had broke, so we actually don't have one. So I just painted this blue egg carton. I kind of regret not putting white dots on the outside, but I did put them on in the inside. But I think it looks cute. I probably could have done a little bit more like layered of the blue to get it really like thick. Some areas it looks kind of like see-through, but I think it's cute, pretty nice, better than I maybe had expected it to turn out. So I am definitely gonna use this. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. We don't have any eggs at the moment, but if we do a grocery shop this weekend, I can add those into that. And then Andrew, I'm sure he won't mind me sharing, painted a mug, which I think he's gonna take to work, but he just painted a black mug and then did his best on doing white straight lines. And then he did some dots on the inside as well. So he, I think, is taking this to work to use. And then the last thing that we kind of did together was this plate. And I saw someone do this over the holidays. So when I saw they had plates here, I wanted to give it a go. But we basically I really like the plate with the scallop edging, but we did Christmas like colorful lights, and what I saw someone do was they obviously picked up all these colors and they actually did like their fingerprints. So these are actually all of our finger like prints. I guess you can't really tell because we put a lot of paint on all of them, but it is. The smaller ones are obviously mine and the bigger ones are Andrew's, and then I added the little plug here. So it looks like a cute string of like Christmas lights, and I just thought it would be a cute little Christmas plate for Christmas next year to put some things on it. So we did that. Yeah, that is what we did at the pottery painting place. They have so many things that you can pick from. You really could like spend all day there. But I don't really have the patience for that, but we really didn't know what we wanted to do. But I think that these turned out pretty good. This is definitely something that I could use. I don't know if I've ever shown you the one that I made with my friend a long time ago. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I knew about this place because I went there with my friend. Honestly, it probably was like a year ago now, and I made this like berry carton and it has strawberries on it. This was my first go at doing this, so it's cold, so it's probably like fogging up, but just strawberries with a white background, nothing fancy, and then 2 strawberries inside. You can tell that I don't have a steady hand because all the dots on the strawberries are different sizes, but we actually use this a lot for strawberries and berries, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge too, and we'll use it for eggs. I also stopped at the mall because I had to return a few things, and I actually was also going to Lululemon to use their like hemming service. I picked up a pair, actually I showed them in the last vlog, I think, a pair of like burgundy like flare leggings, more so for like yoga or Pilates, but they were really, really long. So I ended up using their free like hemming service. So you go there, you try them on, they like safety pin where you want them, and then you pick them up like a week later, I think. So I went and did that. Then I had to return the horrible blue pants that I got from Anthropologie, and then I just stopped in to Lush because it's been a while, and then I picked up one thing from Anthropologie because I was trying not to spend any money, but picked up this cute little jar because we ran out of coffee. So the last few days I've been using matcha, and I used to drink matcha like every day, and I've kind of gotten back into it since we don't have any coffee beans at the moment. So I thought that this would be a cute jar to put my matcha in. And then I can kind of just scoop it out in the morning. But it's just a cute little white jar, and then the lid has a strawberry on it. I thought it would match, which now I'm not sure. I thought it would match this like sugar jar that I have, kind of similar, kind of cute, kind of same vibe, but this has sugar in it, and then I'll put my matcha in it and they can sit together like that. So that was the idea. I thought it was quite nice. They have a bunch of like fruit kind of like thingies at the moment, like a lot of plates and mugs, but I picked that up. And then I just picked up 3 things from Lush. I just picked myself up 2 bath bombs, and then I actually picked up Andrew 1 too, just because I thought it was funny. But they have obviously all of their Valentine's Day stuff out, which I think are oftentimes the best bath bombs. So I've had this one before. This is like the Love Potion. I don't know if this camera like is focusing, but this is like a love potion. Smells really, really good. And then I picked up this one as well, and I can't remember what it was called, but pretty sure it was one that they've had before as well. A little like heart, because I think last year and they might do this again, it's like a letter, a message in a bottle kind of thing, and you can write something and put a letter through like the heart, and then they'll put it in a nice box for you. But I just picked up the bath bomb itself, and it smells really good. And then I picked up Andrew, just because every now and again he'll take a bath, and I just thought it would be funny. I picked him up this Minion bath bomb. I think they're doing something with like the Minions, so I thought this was kind of funny. Kind of cool how they can make this. Yeah. On my way out, I stopped at Bloomingdale's to get like a green juice. They have like a 40 carats like bar set up where you can get like juices and stuff. So I always get a juice from there, and then their cookies are so good. So I've only eaten like a little bit, so I'm gonna eat some of this right now. I'm actually gonna sit, while I wait for Andrew to get home, I'm gonna sit and just run through a few emails because it's been a few hours now, and put everything away. And then I think we're just gonna have a chill evening. I'm actually not sure what we're gonna do. Probably just lay low because I gotta work this weekend, unfortunately, and it's a busy next few days, so I kind of just want to chill out. But I will put my matcha in my cute little jar, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys tomorrow, honestly. Actually, maybe not even tomorrow. Might be Monday or Tuesday, to be honest, because like I said, it's a busy couple days, but we'll see.
2,000 years later.
I usually don't start videos at the end of the day, but it has just gone 8 o'clock. I have just come home from the gym, and I thought, why not start the video? I'm just looking over at Cooper because he's licking the coffee table. Cooper, come here. I thought, why not start the vlog here? Like I said, I went to the gym. Immediately regretted going to the gym after work. I kind of just had the energy to go. So I thought, let's wait a little bit for like the rush of like after work people going. It also was raining, which made me think there would be less people there, because usually when it rains and we go, it's usually a little bit quieter. But that was not the case. It was rammed. So I only was there for like 45 minutes. I couldn't get into the sauna. There were so many people in the sauna. So I just did the Stairmaster, which I was surprised I could get on because there's literally only 4 in our gym, and usually they're always full because it's like the trendy thing to do at the moment. So I did that and a little bit of cycling, but I was so hungry before I went. I had like a protein shake, and I chugged it before I went, which was a bad idea, obviously, because I got there and I was like, my stomach does not feel good. But anyways, I read my Kindle while I did cardio. I'm almost done. I'm like 92% through the Onyx Storm book. I've been reading it on my Kindle since I downloaded it on there the other day. But I stopped at Publix on my way back. Andrew is not here this evening, so I've made myself a little makeshift dinner because I just don't want to eat fast food. We don't have anything in the fridge, so I just decided to go to Publix. I picked up some of their popcorn chicken. I'm not gonna lie, I ate this the other day too. It is so good. I was actually eating it in the car, so I got that just because it's easy to grab. I also picked up this drink called Lemon Perfect Hydrating Lemon Water with 0 sugar. I thought I'd give that a go, just drink something other than water this evening. I think I'm gonna run a bath so I can take that up with me. And then I thought I would do just a little cheese platter. I do also have salad in the fridge that I need to use, so I might sit here now and eat a salad and eat the chicken, and then make myself a cheese or charcuterie board, but not really. I just picked up this pack. I picked it up before, I think. Yeah, I think it's the same one. Which is really good. And then I also just picked up some blue cheese because I just love blue cheese. So I just picked up those, and then these are currently my favorite crackers. And this is the Parmesan and garlic from Good Thins. Really, really good. So I'm gonna make myself a little cheese board and take that up while I run a bath. Andrew has been away for a few days on a work trip, and it feels like I have exploded in this house. I just have stuff literally everywhere, and I need to clean up before he gets back. But I did go to the mall earlier to get a few things. I think I will probably save that until tomorrow to show you, because a lot of it is like makeup and skincare, so I'll do like a get ready with me in the morning tomorrow. But I did pick up some Lush bath bombs. It stinks over here. I really need to take the trash out. So this is what I picked up from Lush. I was actually surprised. Actually, let me throw this in the fridge. I was actually surprised that they still had the Valentine's Day bath bombs. I honestly got these the other day as well, so I just kind of topped off because I knew I liked them. And since they're not gonna be around for another year, I figured I would just top off. So this is a pink big bath bomb with a red heart, and I think the premise of this is that you can write a note and actually put it in this little hole here, and then they'll gift it in a gift bag for you to gift to someone for Valentine's Day, so that's really nice. But this is a really strong fragrance. I actually had it the other day and I had a headache, and I did not last in the bathtub for maybe like longer than 20 minutes because I had a headache, and with the fragrance it was a little bit too much. But without a headache, it is good, so that's why I picked it up again. This one is honestly my favorite. I feel like I've had this year over year. I want to say this is the Love Potion. So good. They really should make this one like a year-round bath bomb. And then the last one that I picked up that I actually haven't had before, it looked cute. It looked like a little envelope with a heart on it with all this little heart confetti, and it just smells really good. So I actually think I might use this one tonight and save the other two for another time. It's been a while since I've gone to Lush. I mean, saying that, I said I picked these up the other day, but I used to go all the time and get like 20 bath bombs at a time, and I have not been going because I still have all of my other bath bombs that I'm working through. So that is that. Everything else I'm going to show you tomorrow. Like I said, I got some things from Sephora. I also went to Ulta yesterday, which I have not been to in so long. Got some things from there. I also went to H&M and picked up a ton of jewelry. I'm trying to wear more jewelry. So I wear a lot of earrings. I do not ever wear necklaces or bracelets or rings. So I'm trying to kind of like experiment a little bit and like learn what I like and don't like, because you have all the trendy styles, which I feel like are not all me. So I'm trying to kind of pick out what I like. So I figured to go to like H&M or even like Forever 21 or something and buy cheaper jewelry while I'm testing out what I like, and then I can kind of go from there and maybe buy like long-term pieces in the future. Oh, I did go to Anthropologie. Let me drink this drink. I did go to Anthropologie because I always go to Anthropologie, but they really haven't had much that I've been interested in. But I did pick up this cute bird, and it is actually a candle snuffer, I think is what you call it. But I thought that it would look really cute on the counter or on the side or on a table. But it's a gold bird, and I just really liked the details too on the stand with the floral. But it is a candle snuffer, and I also just thought that would be a great idea because I will just blow the candles out and I don't snip the wick. So when I light the candle again, the wick is like all black and like, I don't even know what you call it, but when you light it, black just kind of like spurts everywhere. And I was reading online that if you use a snuffer, that helps avoid that. So that's why I picked that up. Probably could have gotten a cheaper one, but I love Anthropologie. I also have a dermatology appointment. Gosh, I'm just rambling on. I also have a dermatologist appointment tomorrow at 10, I think. I'm trying to get some skin tags removed on my neck, which I've been meaning to do for like years. But it's to the point that when I go to like the hair salon to get my hair cut, they will like nick it with the comb, and no matter how many times I remind them, they're just like, you know, they're just turning and burning and not thinking about it. And it hurts so bad. On one time she really nicked it, and honestly I thought it was gonna fall off. So I finally have bit the bullet and I made a dermatologist appointment. So I'm hoping tomorrow they can maybe like start the process of freezing them. I really don't want them to cut them off, but one is quite big. I'm not sure if that would have to be cut off, but I'm gonna go and check that out, and fingers crossed we can work something out. I'm a little nervous because I don't do well with pain, and I'm going by myself, and I'm sure it'll be fine. They know what they're doing. But I'll catch up with you probably after that, and we'll sit and we'll do a little get ready with me for the day. Good morning. It is the next day. I'm sitting down to run through what I mentioned I got yesterday from Ulta and Sephora. My hair is wet because I have just washed it. My eyebrows are dark because I just dyed them. I do like an at-home dye, so they are never the color that I want them to be. I went really light today. Like, you're supposed to leave them on for like 5-10 minutes. I literally leave it on for like 30 seconds and do like 3 rounds of that just so I can check the color as I'm going. So they are a little bit dark, but once I do my makeup and everything and kind of color them in with my pencil, it kind of looks fine. This is the only place where I can sit that has good lighting. It's a horrible, moody day today, and our bathroom just doesn't have good lighting. So I'm sitting on the floor next to our bed, so excuse the messy bed in the background. But I want to start off by just sharing what I got from Sephora. I'm just going to run through everything, and then I'm just going to sit and do my makeup really quickly and just chat with you. So the first thing I got was the Quarterly Beauty Elixir. I think you've probably seen this before. This is probably like my 3rd bottle. I hate how expensive this is, but I do really like starting off with this in the morning before I do any of my makeup or anything like that. And then I've been wanting to try their like lift serum. It's like an instant firming serum. Apparently it is really, really good. So I've been running through a ton of things in the bathroom. I have a whole like collection by the sink that I've been trying to run through before I buy new things. And I ran through a lot of like lotions and serums. So I thought I would give this a try. Just got the small version since I'm not sure if I like it or not, so instead of getting the big version. So I'm gonna put that on in a second. And then I ran out of the like setting powder. I used the Laura Mercier, I think that's how you say it, and I ran out of that. So I thought I would try something different. I went into Ulta before I went to Sephora, and they were out of pretty much like any setting powder. So I went into Sephora and I picked up the Makeup by Mario. I actually have never had anything from his brand, so I wanted to try that. The Laura Mercier works, but I think it's always fun just to try different things. Like before that one, I tried the like standalone Sephora brand and didn't really like that. So I thought I would give this a shot, and I just got this in the 2 Neutral Light. This was the one they had on display, and I kind of tried it on my hand because I had tried a foundation and I patted it over it. The only other option was like more of a pinky tone, but I feel like this is probably gonna work better for me day to day. That's what I picked up from Sephora, so not much from there because I didn't really need anything, but I did get a few things from Ulta. I'm just gonna tip it out in front of me. First, I picked up another Touchland hand sanitizer. Obviously, this is just like overhyped, but I had a blue one that I ran out of, so I just picked this up when I was checking out, and I got it in the Wild Watermelon scent. So I'm gonna put that in my car. I also picked up a hairband. I actually have been using like the same green headband for like a couple years now, and it's to the point that it's like crumbling on the sides. So I just picked up a new pink one, and honestly I feel like this is probably washable too, which would be nice because it's like that terry cloth material, so I grabbed that. I did think this was interesting from Real Techniques. This is a Miracle 2-in-1 powder puff. One side is for powder and one side is for liquid. So it's almost like a beauty blender. Let me open it. But also powder as well. So it has the sponge on this side and then powder on this side. So I thought I would try that. I'm not sure how I would use it, but I feel like it might be pretty good. So I grabbed that. And I also did grab some more beauty blenders. I finally threw away the orange one that I've been using, and I have a couple in my cupboard underneath the sink, but they're like the cheap ones that you can grab from like TJ Maxx or something like that, and I just feel like they don't do the same like blending job as like these do. So I just picked up 2 new ones, and I tried this blue one. It feels a little bit different to the orange one that I had, so I thought I would just give that a shot in just a pack of 2. I also picked up the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. It's a Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I feel like I've had this before, but they just do so many different ones now. They have one that's like glowy, they have one that's matte, so I kind of just went with a sample size, which I think is awesome that they do that, and I just got it in the color 22N Light Neutral. I really wasn't sure what color to get. I tested a bunch, or I swatched a bunch on my hand, but I also had self tanner on at the point, and a full face of makeup, so it was really hard to tell what would work. So I kind of just went with a neutral, as I felt like they'd be kind of universal for when I do have self tanner or don't have self tanner, as usually my foundation is a tad a little bit darker for me anyways, so I did that. I love that they do it in little trials. I also grabbed the Kylie Skin Tint. So I have heard a lot of people talk about this, and I actually have never had this. I just noticed this is open. It doesn't look like it's been used. I actually have never had anything from the Kylie Cosmetics. I know back in the day it was like the lip tints or what, no, lip kits or whatever they were. Never had that, but I heard a lot of people talking about this skin tint. So I picked it up in the color 2.5N. Again, swatched a ton and just kind of found a middle ground. It definitely looks like it's going to be a bit more brown compared to my normal skin tone, but I do wear a self tanner a lot, or I can just kind of blend it out. But I'm excited to try that. I'm going to probably put that on today. I also grabbed the Tarte Life Lock Hydrating Setting Spray. I am pretty loyal to the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and I ran through that. I have like a little bit left that I'll probably end up using today. So this is what the bottle looks like. So I'm going to set that aside and use that once I've ran out of the Charlotte Tilbury. I was also going to grab the Makeup by Mario one. I've heard that one's pretty good as well, but I don't need that many setting sprays. I can pick that up when I'm done. I grabbed this Maybelline Sky High mascara in True Brown. I was texting my mom while I was in Ulta and she mentioned to try this. I've been trying to find a really great mascara because the other day I did an order on Jones Road and I got a free like sample of their mascara and hate it. Hate it. And the one I'm using right now also sucks. So I'm on the hunt for a new one. So I thought I would give this a go. It's just a cheap mascara, but I feel like the drugstore, like pharmacy kind of makeup mascaras are usually pretty good. And then last thing that I got from Ulta is this Tarte Lip Plump in the color Primrose. I think it has that stuff in it that makes your lips tingle and makes them a little bit more plumpier. I believe I've had this before, but without the plumpy like sensation, just the normal lip gloss. So I figured I would just grab this as I feel like it's kind of a nice color just to throw on instead of lipstick every day. Sometimes you just want a little bit of a tint, and it's easy just to throw in my bag or keep in my car. So I grabbed that. And then I mentioned I got some things from Jones Road the other day online. So like I said, I got the free mascara, which I hate. I also picked up the Neutralizer pencil in a fair pink because I do have some pink tones. I am enjoying using this. I used it on the weekend and really like that. Bronzing powder in the Dusty Rose color. I was looking for something to replace the one that I've been using for years. This is super pigmented. You really don't need a lot. So I do actually really like that. Something I really am not sure about is the Miracle Balm, and I also got that in Dusty Rose. I tested it this weekend, and maybe I just am not applying it the way that you should apply it. I feel like I'm gonna maybe look up a YouTube video later and see how people are using it. My idea was that you should use your finger rather than like a brush or anything, but I don't know. I don't think it's working or doing what I thought it was gonna do, but I'm still gonna trial it. Like I said, look up on YouTube how people apply it and maybe try that. All right, I have everything. I don't think I mentioned yet. I think I mentioned yesterday that I was going to the dermatologist, but I also came back from the dermatologist this morning and actually got the skin tags removed off the back of my neck. I had like a really big one and a really small one, and when I go to the hair salon or something like that, they always nick it and it hurts so bad. And I also just don't like the way they look when I have my hair up. So it's been a long time coming, but I actually got those removed, which was not pleasant. I actually found out that the bigger one was actually a mole, not a skin tag. I can't talk and do makeup at the same time. So they had to inject like the numbing cream, which was not pleasant. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I told her that I don't usually do well when it comes to needles. Like usually if I get my blood work done or something like that, I have to like lay down. But it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. And then he cut them off. He has to send the mole away to get tested just for cancer. It's just like their procedure. Not that he thinks it is or anything like that, but that's just like their process if they're cutting something off, just to get it tested as well. So yeah, that wasn't too bad, but I have band-aids on my neck and it keeps snagging on my hair, and one actually keeps falling off. So I think when I'm done, I'm just gonna pull them off. I looked in the mirror and they don't look like they're bleeding anymore, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah, so that was fun. And then I came home and washed my hair and started this video. So I haven't really gotten up to too much yet. I do have to go to work later today just to do a few things. Andrew comes home tomorrow, so just one more night without him. Oh my gosh, I did finish Onyx Storm. I'm just gonna, you see everyone on TikTok just like do this. I don't do this, but I'm going to just because the tip makes it a little bit easier. I finished Onyx Storm last night, and I am so annoyed that they leave it on a cliffhanger, and she hasn't even started the next book. So now we're gonna sit for like 2 years or something like that, waiting to find out what's happening. I wish they would just like somewhat end the story and then pick up in the next book. I know that's not the point. The whole point is to do a cliffhanger, but it's so frustrating when you are now gonna go that long not reading anything, and then you're gonna have to remind yourself later on. Ow, it's like really bothering me. Remind yourself later on like what the book was about, do like a recap and things like that. I already had to do that when I read this one after reading the first two a while ago. But besides that, it was actually pretty good. It got better at first, like the first, I think everyone has said this, like the first 50, 60 pages, you're like, what is happening? There's different people, never heard of them before, different lands. But then it kind of all tied together towards the end. Still a lot that didn't make sense, which I'm assuming will probably make sense in the next book. But it was pretty good. I have to decide now what I'm gonna read next. I did start a book before I started this one, so maybe I'll just pick up where I left off. I also need to continue reading the Outlander series, so maybe I'll do that. Hold on a second. I've shut the gate and now Cooper wants to come upstairs. I kind of did this backwards because I can't talk and do makeup at the same time. I just put in the Kylie skin tint, and now I'm gonna put on this concealer. I usually don't wear a lot of concealer. I might put some more Kylie skin tint over this, to be honest, just to blend it out. But yeah, so need to figure out what I want to start reading now that I finished that book. Maybe I'll start something else tonight after work. I also didn't mention what we did last weekend. We went to Miami, or we went to Coral Gables, which is like a little bit further than Miami, but like maybe 20-25 minute drive into like downtown Miami, so it's not far. And we went down there for a wedding, which was nice. We kind of made a little bit of a trip out of it because we've both been so busy with work, so we both decided to take a day off and kind of just hang around the pool on the Friday because the wedding was on Saturday. So we stayed in Coral Gables at the Lowe's down there, which is a really, really nice hotel. It looks quite new, honestly, and it was nice just to be able to walk to most places. We honestly could have walked to the wedding as well, which would have been nice, but I was wearing heels and I did not want to commit to that. So we didn't do that, but we hung out at the pool all on Friday, which was Valentine's Day, and then we went out the evening to a sushi restaurant called Sushi Garage. I want to say it's like a chain maybe, or like restaurant company owns a few down there. It was pretty good. We were originally going to just stay at the hotel and have dinner. Long nails makes it so hard to peel off these stickers. There we go. We were going to stay at the hotel and just eat there, but we decided last minute to go out. So we went to that restaurant and had sushi, which was really nice. Then we just came back and had a few drinks at the hotel bar and then just kind of called it a night. The next day we actually caught up with a friend who lives in Miami, so she met us over in Coral Gables for lunch, and then we got ready for the wedding. Something we didn't realize until it was like a few days before the wedding is that the whole wedding was going to be in Spanish. So that made me regret learning French in high school, even though I don't know any French now. But I should have learned Spanish because it was a Catholic wedding, which is like an hour and a half long maybe, all in Spanish. And then at the reception, pretty much everything was in Spanish in terms of like the speeches and stuff. So you're just nodding along like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, and you don't have any idea what they're talking about. But regardless, it was still nice to see everybody, see some people we haven't seen in a long time. It was one of Andrew's like childhood friends, and we went to high school and everything with them too, so I knew him and his sister and a few other people there, which was really nice. And then the next day we just headed out in the morning. We kind of had a little bit of an early start because we went to go see another friend. We just used the trip to see people who were down there and just to kind of make it a little bit worth it. So we have another friend that lives in like the Jupiter kind of area, so we drove that way coming home and saw them for breakfast slash lunch, I guess you could call it, which was good. And that kind of broke up the trip as well. It looks like from the camera that this is like blotchy, but in the mirror it doesn't look like that, which is throwing me off. All right, my camera died mid-conversation, so hopefully you're not in too much of a different angle. But yeah, seeing our friend in Jupiter for like breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it, kind of broke up the trip a little bit, which made it a little bit better because it is like a 4-hour drive. Plus, when you're driving a electric car, you have to stop to charge. Usually you only have to stop like once, but when it's really busy on the roads, it can be really hard to find a charging spot, or they kind of limit you, or it's like a really slow charge. So we actually had to stop. I think we ended up stopping like 3 times driving down there. One time because I realized after we had stopped that I had to go to the bathroom. And then, oh my gosh, my eyebrows are just getting darker and darker by the minute. They go so dark after I do it because I scrub it. So there's no more product left, but they just go so dark. That's why I don't leave it on as long as it tells you to, because it's lying to you. But yeah, so we had to stop a lot, and coming back we actually had to like line up to charge, which was really frustrating because you just want to get home. So that's the only downsides of having a electric car. That is honestly like the first time we've really had that issue when driving long distance. Usually you just stop and charge and move on. But I guess there was just a lot of people on the roads on Sunday, so it kind of dragged it out a little bit. But we still got home at like 4-ish, I think, and then picked up Cooper from where he was while we were away, and was able to kind of chill out and kind of reset before Monday. So that was our weekend last weekend, but this weekend I think is going to be chill. We don't have much going on, so I don't know. Depending how far I get in this vlog when I'm editing and seeing like the length of it, I might pull it in to the weekend as well. I don't know. We'll kind of see how it goes. I think tomorrow's gonna be, well, tomorrow is Friday, so I gotta pick up Andrew from the airport, so we'll probably just chill. Actually, I forgot. He texted me earlier saying we're going dinner with a friend who's in town from New Jersey, so we have that on Saturday. But then other than that, I think we're gonna chill. I think we're just gonna keep it low-key. Like I have said, we've both been super busy at work, so I'm looking forward to when it slows down. Next month we're actually going to Portugal to see my family, so I'm looking forward to some PTO where I can leave my work phone and laptop and just kind of disconnect. I'm gonna finish doing my makeup because I feel like I'm not doing a good job because I'm trying to speak to you as well, and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. I think I'm gonna blow dry my hair too, and then I'm done, and then we can just blow dried my hair. I actually don't remember showing you, but I got new glasses a few weeks ago. They are Tory Burch, and they're in like a rose gold, which I thought was cute. A bit of a different kind of style to what I usually do. My eyebrows are just getting darker and darker by the minute. Hopefully after a few like face washes, they all fade out a little bit. But I don't usually go for this style. I feel like the style looks a little bit better if I had like my hair up, but I have just blow dried it, and maybe I'll touch it up before I head out to work. But I have a few hours, so I'm not gonna get ready in terms of picking out what I'm gonna wear to work. I wanted to quickly show what I picked up from H&M. Like I said yesterday, I picked up some, this is literally the sticker from the powder I put on earlier. Yesterday I had said how I was kind of trying to explore a little bit on the jewelry side of things. I have a lot of like fun earrings that I wear a lot, but in terms of like necklaces and stuff like that, I don't really venture into that kind of realm, and I feel like it's definitely gonna make my outfits look a bit better if I kind of add some jewelry into it. I feel like I'm not a necklace person, but that might just be because I haven't had the right necklaces. So I thought before kind of like venturing into getting like, I don't know, not like long-term pieces, but like a little bit more expensive pieces that I can wear all the time that are not gonna go like that funky color or anything like that. Thought I would shop at like H&M and other places like that to pick up some jewelry just as like trials, to kind of figure out what I like, what I don't like before I venture into kind of getting, like I said, a little bit more of like a long-term everyday pieces that I don't have to necessarily take off. So this is all tangled, so let me just, all right, so in terms of bracelets, they didn't have honestly too much of a jewelry collection. I feel like online might have been better, but I also felt like I wanted to see the pieces rather than buying a bunch online and then coming here and me not liking any of them. So I picked up this silver bangle. It actually just opens, yeah, it just opens like this. And I'm just exploring if I like silver or gold. Obviously my wedding bands are silver. I do wear a lot of gold earrings, and obviously these glasses are like rose gold as well. So I'm just playing with silver and gold. I feel like I can make both work, so I just have a variety here. But I picked up this bangle in silver, and then picked up this one here, which is actually in brown with a gold clasp. And I just felt like it looked similar to like the Hermes like belt, that kind of style, and I thought that it would look kind of nice with my like a little bit more smarter outfits, a little bit more classy outfits. I thought that this would look nice. I had it in black as well, but I feel like brown would look cute, and I also have like a brown bag that would work well with this, and also brown sandals, so that was the thought process. They didn't have any other bracelets really other than those that were cute. I did pick up a set of gold rings. These are like, I should really have just cut these off. Do I have scissors? Yeah, I have scissors. Let me just cut, because obviously I'm gonna keep them. These set of 3 rings. And obviously the idea is to stack them, but I also thought it would be nice to be able to kind of like throw them on different fingers maybe as well. Okay, they do fit. I was worried they weren't gonna fit on my fingers. They don't fit on that one. I don't know, just kind of like playing around with it, doing different things, different stacks. So I picked these up in gold. They didn't have them in silver, so I'm still in the hunt for like silver rings, but thought I would start with those. I also picked up these super cute yellow earrings just because I really like anything yellow. I thought they were cute with the droop, and then it's got gold detail as well. In terms of necklaces, I grabbed this one in both gold and silver. It's like a T-bone necklace. I think my thing is that I don't like bulky necklaces really, so I went with stuff that's a little bit smaller. So this is a gold T-bone necklace, and I also picked it up in the silver as well just because I liked the look of it, so I thought just get it in both colors. I did kind of similar here as well. I picked up this cute silver necklace. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It's just got like 2 rings looped into each other. And then this one's similar, but it kind of looks like a teardrop, which I actually have matching earrings for this. So I picked this one up in gold just to give different variety. But yeah, that's what I picked up from H&M. Honestly, I thought I picked up more, but I did not. It felt like a lot because I was juggling it all in my hand as I was siphoning through all the jewelry. But I feel like it's a good start. I might honestly wear the rings today while I'm at work maybe. I don't think there's a point of wearing a necklace because it's 58 outside, so I'm probably gonna wear this sweater and just throw on a pair of jeans. But it's a good start to my jewelry collection. I do have a few things in my jewelry box as well that I just haven't worn in a long time. But just kind of experimenting, seeing where we kind of end up, what I like, what I don't like. I think I also might actually add to my ear piercings. I do have 2 holes on either side, but I never wear the second hole. I would be surprised if it was closed up, honestly. But I think when we're heading to Portugal next month, and then we're also spending a few days in Brighton in the UK, and they have an Astrid and Miu store. So I might find a pair of earrings that I can put in my second hole that I can just like leave in all the time and never take out. And then I thought about maybe piercing a 3rd hole on one or both of my ears. I don't know, we'll see. But I want to explore doing like an ear stack. Nothing like crazy, just kind of like an everyday stack where I can just rotate the first hole with earrings, like bigger statement pieces. But yeah, just experimenting. I'm gonna cut everything off of all of these labels now and put everything away in my jewelry box, because I feel like since it's just been me here the last few days, I feel like I've just exploded all over the house and my stuff is just everywhere. So I'm not gonna add to that. I'm gonna take everything off of these packaging and put everything away. Getting ready for the evening because we are heading out to have dinner with some friends. We have a friend here who is in town from New Jersey. He's originally from here. He moved up there a couple years ago, so he's in town, so we're grabbing dinner with him. I was just touching up my nails because I honestly don't remember what I filmed in this vlog, but I did get my nails done about a week and a half ago, and I had her put pearls on my nails, but with washing and using my hands a lot, the pearls kind of just washed off, or like the coating just kind of rubbed off. So I just went in with a silver nail polish that I picked up a long time ago, and just literally dabbed little silver dots where the pearls are, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit. Andrew made us espresso martinis. I'm actually currently in the bathroom, so hopefully it's not too echoey, but Andrew made us espresso martinis as a pre-dinner drink. I have just been watching YouTube and getting ready. My hair has finally started to drop. I really used the Dyson Airwrap and really curled it up, hoping that it would kind of drop and just be a really nice wave. I'm not gonna touch it anymore and see what it looks like before we head out to dinner. But I'm ready. I'm gonna show you what I am wearing. My battery is flashing, so hopefully it lasts for this clip so I don't have to switch out. You're gonna have to ignore the messy bedroom behind me because with Andrew coming back and us changing right now, the room is a little bit of a mess. So this is my outfit. I have my Jackie Muse little black shoulder bag that Andrew got me for Christmas. I paired it with my Maeve kind of wide leg jeans that are kind of like a little bit torn at the bottom. I also added these Sam Edelman ankle boots just because I thought it goes with kind of the weather. It's a little bit chillier outside. Just put on this H&M black and gold belt, paired it with these gold droplet earrings, also from H&M. And then honestly, I have no idea where this black sweater is. It's one of those like mock neck sweaters, probably H&M or Abercrombie. I've had this forever. But I just thought I'd throw it on because it is a little bit chilly outside this weekend, so that way I can just stay warm and also comfortable and casual. We are just heading out to go get sushi. My room is such a mess, so I'm gonna stand here. We're heading out to get sushi, so I'm gonna finish my espresso martini. Andrew has just headed out to go and give Cooper a quick walk before we leave. I will try to maybe film some clips of our meal. I don't know, we'll see how it goes because we're with people. I really don't like filming in front of people, but I'll try to capture what I can, but if not, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.